This pizza making video is brought to you by Kazoodle Doodles. Kazoodle Doodles, breeders of fine puppies. Brought to you by Liza. Hey, hi everybody. I'm going to make a cooking video here. I made a pizza last night and posted to Facebook, or Marissa did, and people were asking about the recipe. And it's kind of something I kind of got from somebody else, and I kind of winged it a little bit. So I figured I'd just show you how I did it. So I call this a Artisan keto-friendly pizza. To be all honestly, it's not crazy keto. It's more, I guess, probably low carb. You can definitely make it more keto, but I'll explain what I did and how to do it. Okay, first we're going to set our oven to 350 to get going. Bake and start. So it's preheating. And the first thing we're going to do, and this is the key to it as far as the keto, we're going to make the crust. And the crust is basically made from cheese and eggs and some other ingredients. Okay, we're going to start with 2 cups of cheese. Really, the main recipe that I did starts with mozzarella, but I'm going to do a mixture of a mozzarella and Italian blend for the crust, and then I'm going to save some of the mozzarella to put over the top of the pizza. So these are both, this is 2 cups, this is about 1 3/4 cups. So basically we're going to open it up, and we're going to put half of it in this bowl. And we're going to put another half of the Italian blend in there, and I'm just going to eyeball this. I mean, you can take precise measurements if that's your thing. I'm also going to pretty much make it with just this 1 spoon. So you put it in there, and then next we're going to put in 2 eggs. So I'm going to crack an egg. Try to keep all the shells out of there, so we don't have to pick those out.
Let us know if anybody needs a hand model in the future.
Okay, 2 eggs. So 2 cups of cheese, 2 eggs. We're gonna stir it up a little bit. Get the egg mixture mixing in with the cheese. I use a spoon. I guess something I should do, give a shout out to where I learned this, and this probably will be your favorite part if you check this out. There's this guy on YouTube called Juanelo. It's Juan something. I'll put a link somewhere in here. His videos are awesome, and this crust comes from his video. I do the sauce and stuff different, but that's a start. Okay, so the cheese is in there, the eggs are in there, and so next we got flaxseed meal and we got coconut flour, and so we want to put in 2 tablespoons of each. And so, like I said, I'm going to kind of eyeball this. So I'm going to kind of make it a helping tablespoon because of all the cheese that's still in there. So 1. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. 2. I'll mix that in good. And you know what? I just remembered last night when I did this, I'm supposed to put in baking powder, and I didn't. And it turned out really good without it. So I might leave that out tonight too. Okay, here's some coconut flour. Yes, it's a really rough measurement.
Wow.
There. About 2.
Only the professionals here, folks.
Right. And I mean, if it's one of those things where you want to obviously take precise measurements if you want, and then you can adjust it if you're like, wow, that has too much of the meal in there, and maybe I just want it more eggy or more cheesy or whatever. So we mix it up good, and you can mix it with your hands if you want. I don't think that's really necessary. Juanelo says it gets dough-like, so it does kind of get dough-like. Okay, and then after that, we're going to put in some garlic powder.
Let's see if that's real garlic powder.
It's garlic powder.
It is, folks. It is.
Okay, and so the garlic powder, we're going to put in 1 teaspoon. But I'm using this one, so about 1 teaspoon is 1/3 tablespoon. So we're just going to kind of eyeball it, sprinkle it around. And you know what? I'm also going to put in some onion powder. So I got onion powder too. Put in about 1 teaspoon of that. And then here's where we would put in the teaspoon of our baking powder too. But like I said, I'm not going to because I forgot to yesterday and it turned out great. So probably if you did, it would turn out more like a thicker crust pizza. This will come out like a thin crust. The other thing is that this recipe is also, I've used it to make like a almost like a pot pie. I've lined a pie dish with this and put meat and stuff in there and cheese.
How did it turn out?
It turned out good. I thought it was really good. Or you can use it for like tacos instead of taco shells, or it's more kind of like a chalupa would be, like a thicker taco shell. And for that, I would use like a Mexican blend. Okay, so there it is. Our cheese is kind of dough-like. Okay, now we're ready to make the dough, or to spread the dough out, make it like a pizza dough. And I'm going to use parchment paper, because parchment paper is awesome. And so, uh-oh, I'm having an issue. So I have to figure out how to make this work. Okay, basically we're going to want 2 pieces like this, and I only have 1. So this might be a big thing. But anyway, to put it down, I'll flip it over because parchment paper kind of rolls up. And then I'm going to take the dough, or I'll call it the dough, the cheese mixture, and I'll just put it right in the middle of the parchment paper. I just thought of a way to do this. Okay, so what I usually do is I kind of put it into a bunch in the middle because we're going to want to spread it out. And, I mean, we could just take our spoon and flatten it and flatten it and flatten it until it's, you know, pizza shaped. But I like to have it like really thin and really consistent. So I tend to use I use a rolling pin, and I usually put another sheet of parchment and then I roll over the top so the stuff doesn't stick to the rolling pin. And so here's my thought. I am going to, instead of using parchment paper, I'm going to use wax paper on the top and remove it. Because when I stick it in the oven, I take the top layer off anyways. And so hopefully the wax paper will not stick, and I don't have to cook. I don't have to put it in the oven, so I don't have to worry if it can withstand the heat or it melting wax into my dough. So we're going to put because this makes it a lot cleaner. Otherwise this stuff, I mean, it's cheese and eggs, so it sticks to everything except parchment paper. And so I'm going to flatten it down, and then I'll take a rolling pin and try to make it a consistent flatness. And I mean, you can do this in a pizza pan and make it like perfectly round. To me, I didn't care yesterday. In fact, that's kind of as a joke why I had Marissa call it an Artisan pizza, because it looks like one of those like brick-fired things that aren't really round. So, I mean, I don't care if it's square, I don't care if it's round, it doesn't matter. So we're just gonna, I just want it to be kind of consistently the same thickness all the way through. And that's not bad. So let's see if this wax paper idea works, or if it'll be a fail. Oh, look at that. Perfecto. I might have to do this every time.
Perfecto.
Perfecto. Oh, look at that.
Show us.
Perfecto. Okay.
Guys, he is really funny.
No, don't look good.
Those of you that don't know, he's
here. Let's
hilarious.
get serious here. So you see how thick it is? It's relatively thin. And so this is going to be our pizza dough right here. What we're going to do now is we're going to stick it in the oven at 350 for 18 minutes. So we're going to open it up, and I'm just going to put it right on the rack on this paper. You can put it on a cookie sheet or a pizza pan if you want, but I didn't yesterday and it worked fine. So we're going to set our timer for 18 minutes. Now, if you watch the Juanelo video, he does a side and then he flips it over and makes the other side, so it's like browned on both. I don't really think that's necessary. In fact, I kind of like to leave it kind of doughy. And so I just do one side, I load it up, and yeah, go with it like that. Oh, hi. Our timer's about to go off.
Guys, this is why I married this guy.
5 minutes, 4 or 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sorry, ladies, he's mine.
Okay, so timer's off. Been in there for 18 minutes. They don't need to see how to do that. Okay, so we'll open up, take a look. Oh, look at that. That's how you want it to look there, folks. They kind of overcooked the one last time. Okay, so we're going to pull this out. Be careful. Use gloves if you need to. And that is, we're going to leave the oven on. And now, usually what I do, since this side's kind of browned, is try to flip it and do the toppings on the other side. So like that, right? And then basically now we're just loading it up like a pizza. Okay, here's the part where it gets kind of keto friendly and not really crazy keto. I'm just using regular store-bought sauce, sponsored by our family, formerly known as Spartan brand, I think. But anyways, so, but you know, if you want more keto friendly sauce, like on the Juanelo video, sorry I keep mentioning him, but that is really the inspiration. And I do want to give it a shout out. And you won't regret it if you watch his videos because they're awesome. He makes his own sauce like from scratch. And it's low carb and it looks good.